Hot Wheels 57 Jeep FC, one of my most favorite castings that Hot Wheels lately released. Ever since this model came out to the stores, I wondered when I will find some for my collection, and finally that day came. However, although this model is very nice, I really don't like some parts of it, and I wish Mattel had made them different, like this engine at the back and the fender extensions. And about those tiny wheels made of plastic, I've managed to find some nice wheels in Prague, where I visited a few weeks ago. It is a Siku. You can see here the model, and they are plastic, but they are looking nicer and they are larger in diameter. So now I'm going to take these wheels and put them on this Jeep. Now, looking at their size, I can see that I will have to remove the fender extensions that I really don't like. And lucky enough, they are made of plastic, so it is going to be a very easy task. Another problem I have with these wheels is that the axles are different in length. So I have to make some room for the axles, and I thought that maybe I could shave a little bit from the base. But in this case, I will have to make sure that the base will not break if I take some material out of it. Now, if we take a look on this base, you can see the position of one of the posts here is almost at the middle of this base. Therefore, they had to stiffen up this part by adding this arch here. So I have to be very careful when I'm taking material from this part. I don't want this part to break after I will shave it a little bit. So, as I said, the easiest way to fit these narrow axles on this base is to take some material out of it. And I think I have a solution for that. As you see, I'm going to use my dremel, and I'm going to shave some of the plastic on a very certain spot where the wheel is colliding with the plastic. Now you can see here this groove. It is specially made for the wheel without sacrificing any of the strength of this plastic base. Now it is time to make some room for the larger wheels. After taking off the fenders, it is time to move on to the next step, and is to turn this Jeep into a tow truck, and for that I'm using this model. Now about this heavy hitcher, if you're not familiar about this car, it has a cool feature of moving tow boom. You can really lift your cars and tow them with this nice little trick. And you can see it is very nice, working great. And actually you can see it is getting inside this rivet here. Very clever design, I have to admit. Now, having a look inside this car, you can see the only part inside is this tow boom, which has that flexible part, and I think it will fit very nicely to my build. As a child, I always wanted to learn how the clocks are ticking from the inside, and it didn't change during the years. I want to see how this part is working and see how the designer designed this car to have that flexible tow boom. And I want to be able maybe to use this trick on my build, but I think I couldn't do that because I need this leverage here, you see. Well, it doesn't matter for me, it is just a model for my collection. I really don't need it to really work. Now I want to check and see how this part will be fitted inside my truck's body. You can see it fits very nicely, but I have to make some changes in order to make it perfect. As I was afraid, I had to take a large amount of my interior part in order to make this tow boom part fit. And eventually I'm going to join these pieces together. Since I don't want to cut any of the plastic tow boom, I will have to shave here with my file in order to make the perfect fit for this part. Now I think this part is located in the right position, and it is time to see if this thing is working as I've expected. Let me just take that red Camaro and check to see the angle of the towing position, and I think it is looking okay. And it is time to move on to the next step, and that is fixing all the parts together. Now I'm going to drill a hole and put a pin in order to fix this tow boom in place. The idea of using this pin is to make sure that this part will be fitted without any glue and have it fitted in the strongest way. Now you can see my idea that the moving tow boom will hold all the parts together once the car is closed because of the leverage it has. And now, after all the parts are fitted together, it is time to move on and detail this car. The one thing I really want to do is to open these windows so you could see the seats and the steering wheel. And now it is time to focus on the rear end of this truck by filling some gaps that be needed to be filled with these plastic parts. And now you can see the final shape of everything that is satisfying for me. I think I'm ready to the next step, which is going to be starting to think about how this truck will eventually look. And now let us all remember how this truck looked before, and here it is now, after the painting and the changes I've made, and it is towing cars and it is looking very nice for me. By the way, you can see all the details like the nails I've painted here and the tow boom itself. Remember, it was only a black plastic part.
So for now, I would like to say thank you again for watching this video. I would like to welcome all new subscribers to this channel, and I will see you next time. So stay tuned for more. Bye bye.